So let's look at chemistry, hydrogen and its compound, hydrogen. So we say hydrogen is a group one element. Hydrogen is what? It's a group one element because it have one electron in its valency shell. So hydrogen is positioned in group one because it have one electron, just like the alkaline metals. The alkaline metals have one electron, but one significant difference between the hydrogen and the alkaline metal is that hydrogen is a non-metal, while uh, the group one elements like lithium are what are metals. Those ones are metals and they are electropositive elements. So the electronic configuration of what? Hydrogen, electronic configuration, electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1s what? 1s1. Hydrogen, electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1s1. So if the electronic, say the electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1s1, like other elements have different electronic configuration. So let's look at the occurrence of hydrogen. Hydrogen occur is the most abundant element on planet Earth. Is the most abundant element on planet Earth. It occurs in free state and also in combined states. So let's look at the the physical properties of hydrogen. Hydrogen is a diatomic element. It's a diatomic element. It is colorless. Hydrogen is colorless, odorless, and tasteless. The physical properties of hydrogen. Physical property. We say hydrogen is what? We say it is colorless. It's colorless gas. It's colorless, odorless, odorless, odorless gas, tasteless gas. Hydrogen have it have no action. It have no action on litmus. Hydrogen have no action on litmus paper. It have no action on litmus paper. So it has no action on litmus paper. Hydrogen have no action on litmus paper. Uh, it is slightly soluble in water, slightly soluble in water, and it is less denser than what? It is less denser than air. So let's look at the chemical properties of hydrogen. React with uh, hydrogen react with other elements like oxygen to form what? To form water. So you look at that chemical property is under what? Reaction of hydrogen with non-metals. It's combined non-metals like oxygen. It's combined to what? To produce what? Water. Hydrogen combined with halogens to give you the halides. The halides. Hydrogen combined with it combined with halogens. Hydrogen combined with halogens. See, hydrogen combined with chlorine to produce what? Hydrogen chloride. It gives you hydrogen chloride. So these ones are what we call the halide. Halide. So something like this. H here represent our H here, our X here represent the halogens. So hydrogen combined with any of the halogens to produce hydrogen halide. So another chemical reaction, hydrogen under is what? It have exhibit some reducing property. It combined with some oxide of metals. It reducing property. Reducing what? Property. So hydrogen combined with, let's say, copper oxide with hydrogen. When it's combined, when hydrogen combined with copper 2 oxide, it reduces copper 2 oxide to what? Copper plus what? H2O. It combined with that to give you what? To H2O. So this is In that process, the copper 2 oxide is reduced to what? To elemented what? To copper, and the hydrogen undergo what? Oxidation. So the hydrogen is oxidized because it gains some molecules, it gains oxygen to form water. So this is one of the chemical properties of hydrogen. Hydrogen also combined with we say hydrogen combined with some element like nitrogen. It's combined with nitrogen, combined with sulfur, combined with nitrogen to produce ammonia. It's combined with sulfur to to produce hydrogen what sulfide. It have other chemical properties. So let's look at hydrogen combining with some metals. It combined with metals to give to produce the hydride. Combined with what? Reaction with metals. Reaction with metals. So you have something like sodium combining with hydrogen. It gives us what? Sodium hydride. These are hydride. This is a hydride. It combined with metal to produce what? Hydride, metallic hydride. So these ones are what we call metallic quartz. We call them the hydrides. Combined with some metals to produce what? The hydride. So this is one of the some of the chemical properties of hydrogen. So let's look at uses of hydrogen. Hydrogen is used in hydrogen is what? Is used in liquefied one. Is used as a rocket fuel. Hydrogen is what can when it's liquefied. Hydrogen is used as what? Rocket fuel. It is it also combines used in the production of important chemical compounds like acid, because when hydrogen combines with something like chlorine, when it combines with chlorine, it gives up. When it combines with chlorine, it produces like hydrochloric acid. It combines with chlorine to produce hydrochloric acid. It also combined with other elements to produce some important chemical compounds. So let's look at the laboratory preparation. Laboratory preparation. After we look at laboratory preparation, then we shall look at the isotopes. Hydrogen exhibits some isotopic tendencies. So let's look at laboratory preparation. Laboratory preparation. One unique way of preparing hydrogen is by the action of dilute preparation. Action of dilute HCl on what? Metal, on zinc. On zinc. Hydrogen combined with zinc, HCl, it gives us zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. This is what we have here. We have that. Hydrogen, this and this and this and this. HCl, zinc here, we have what? Two here combined. So we have, this is two behind here. So it's combined. So hydrogen combined with this element to produce what? Zinc combined with HCl to produce zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. This H2 here is the hydrogen gas. So this one unique action way of producing hydrogen. Another one is by the action of what? Of sodium on cold water. Action of what? Action of sodium on cold water. This reaction is very hot. Is very vigorous. It's a very vigorous reaction. So care you need caution need to be taken when you are conducting this experiment in the laboratory, because sodium is it reacts vigorously with water. So the reaction now produces what? It produces hydrogen. When sodium combined with what? Water, it gives us what? Sodium and what? Hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas is being evolved in the process. So this is what we have here, two here, two here. Oxygen is there, it's balanced. Are we together? So this is another way hydrogen can be prepared in the laboratory by the action of sodium on cold water. So after this, let's take a quick look at uh, isotope. We look at hydrogen exhibits some isotopic tendencies. Hydrogen exhibits some isotopic tendencies. Let's look at it. Isotope. Isotopy. Hydrogen exists in three isotopic forms. Besides, let's quickly define isotopy. Isotopy is a phenomenon whereby a substance and whereby what an element, the atoms of an element have the same atomic number but different mass number. So hydrogen exhibits in three isotopic form. So the first isotope of hydrogen is what? Protium. Protium. This one have a mass number of 1 and atomic number of 1. This is protium. So then the second one is what? Deuterium. Deuterium. Deuterium have a mass number of 2, atomic number of what? 1. Then we have tritium. Tritium have what? 3, mass number of 3, atomic number of 1. Are we together? So these are the isotopes of what? Hydrogen. And from when you look at the last two, deuterium and tritium are isotopes of hydrogen. But these isotopes of hydrogen, they combine with oxygen to form oxide. So the oxide of this one, when it combines with oxygen, it gives us what? The deuterium what? Oxide and tritium oxide. And this deuterium oxide is what we call heavy water. It forms what? It forms deuterium oxide. So this is an isotope of what? Deuterium is an isotope of oxygen. And generally, we